Welcome to North Country Commerce, a service of the Plattsburgh North Country Chamber of Commerce. We're here today at the job fair at the Inn at Smithfield in Plattsburgh. We have 31 employers here and a whole lot of people who are looking for jobs, and we're going to see if we can't match people to jobs here at the job fair. And I'd like to now take a little time and talk about why we have started doing the job fair. The Plattsburgh North Country Chamber of Commerce found a couple of years ago that we had a lot of jobs available, we had a lot of people available, but they somehow weren't getting together. So we decided that it would be a good idea to do this twice a year, and we've been very successful with it. We've had a lot of people who have found good jobs in the area. The other thing that people are doing today is letting people know what they do in their companies. And we're going to help them out today a little bit and talk to some of the companies about their companies and what they do and what kind of jobs are available and what kind of careers are available at their companies. So let's take a minute and let's walk around. One of the companies that we have here today is Diamond Comic Distributors, and they're always fun to talk to because they have all these neat products that they have at their company. And I have Steve here, and he's going to talk a little bit about the company and what it is that you do. Steve?
We're the world's largest comic book distributor. We do about 60% of North America's comic books. There's 5 warehouses nationwide, and we're by far the biggest. We're located right here in Plattsburgh, Skyway Plaza. And pretty much what we're looking for are just hard-working employees looking for a fast-paced environment. Our shifts are Friday through Tuesday. We start in the morning. That's about it.
Well, you seem to always be having a good time when you're here, and I hope you're having a good time for the rest of the day. Thank you very much, Steve. We have Daringer here today, and they are a customs brokerage and freight forward house, and they're going to talk to us a little bit about their company and what they do. Nancy, I know your company's been around for quite a long time in North Country. Could you tell me a little about that?
Sure. We started in 1919, headquartered in St. Albans, Vermont. Our first large customs office was located in Champlain, New York, so they've been around for a long time. And we're located across the country, all along the northern border, and in inland offices, Chicago, Boston, New York, so we're all over the country.
You have offices even in Canada, don't you?
No, we just have salespeople located up there to bring down. We've talked about going across the border, but so far we haven't done it.
Well, that's great. I know you're one of the largest freight forwarders and customs brokers in the nation, and we're proud to have you here in the area of Plattsburgh and Champlain. Donna Cavanaugh is here, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the company and what it is that you do.
We are a customs broker, warehousing, distribution. We also do pick and pack operations, and we have a variety of jobs. We release customers' goods from overseas into the States, from Canada. We bring their goods in, and we basically get them from origin to destination.
So things come in from China or India or all over the world. All over the world. What kind of jobs do you have at Daringer?
We have a variety of jobs. We have customs brokers, which we have licensed customs brokers, which requires you to take a test and get your license. We have file clerk positions, classification positions. In the warehouse, we have pick and pack operations, shipping through the UPS and Aristo shipping systems, cross-docking, many positions.
And what kind of jobs are you looking for today?
All of the above.
Oh, that way, okay. Everybody can remember that. It's all of the above. You might want to hit rewind on the VCR. Could you tell me a little bit about some of the skills that you would need for some of those jobs? Let's just pick, let's say, a pick and pack person. What do they need to know how to do?
They need to be familiar with their particular customer, how they want their goods to be packaged, what the routing instructions are for the different customers that they're going to, how the labels have to be prepared, how the goods have to be packaged. It's a lot of following routing guides and just knowing how the customers want to receive their goods in the end.
Great. Well, thank you very much. I did not know you'd been around since 1919. I always learn something new when I come to these. Thank you.
Yes.
Right. We have with us Pyramid Corp, which is the owner of Champlain Centers. And I don't think that people know quite so much about Pyramid Corp. We all know where the mall is, and we all go there a lot. But Pyramid Corp is a company that has quite a lot of employees. Isn't that right, Kim?
Correct. Champlain Centers, well, Pyramid Companies has 16 shopping malls in New York and Massachusetts. And the Pyramid Companies themselves, which manage the shopping malls, has about 1,200 employees.
1,200 employees. I did not realize that was that big. So what kind of positions is it that you're looking for today?
Well, right now I'm representing the Pyramid Companies as a whole. We are looking for specialty leasing representatives, operation managers, general housekeeping help, everything to run a shopping center.
Everything. And what kind of skills would you need to be a leasing representative?
Sales.
Sales.
You're going to tenants and trying to bring them into the different centers and selling that property. Say, we're the best property in town, you want to be here.
And then the company would research it and then hopefully choose your center as a place to be.
Yes.
Great. You've been here for quite a long time. Pyramid Corp has been here since the 70s, I believe.
Yes. Champlain Center South was built in 1975, and that was the original Pyramid Company built by Bob Conjul.
Well, we're going to talk for a minute to one of your newest tenants. That's Lowe's. It is just coming into town. So we'll do that in just a second. One of the newest companies in town is Lowe's, and we have with us today Stephanie, who's going to talk a little bit about Lowe's and what they're going to do when they get here. In your company, I've seen the building going up, and it's huge. How many square feet is that? A lot.
It's going to be about 148 square feet, but it's going to be about 115 of retail selling space.
Wow, that's huge. And how many people is it you think you're going to have in there?
I think they're thinking about 150 right now, including management, hourly specialists.
Oh yeah. And now, if I wanted a job working for you as a sales specialist, what kind of skills would I need?
You would need to be very knowledgeable in the department that we put you in. If you were a plumbing specialist, you would have needed to be in the field for quite some time.
So your people have expertise in the department that they work in. So that's what we'll need to know if we want to have a job. Welcome to the community. Thank you, Stephanie. We have with us here John Masella, who is with the WorkSource Center, and it's a system for helping employees find jobs and business people find employees. And John, could you tell us a little bit about the organization?
Actually, it's a consortium of 18 partners. What we've done is instead of having somebody call 5 or 6 different numbers to find out about the different services available either for businesses or for people looking for work, they call one number now, 1-866 WorkSource. Make sure that's the right number. And once you call that one number, we'll be able to hook you up with anything you need, from finding the right employees to training programs to information on resumes, information on an employee handbook, human resource consultant, business stuff, anything.
What a great idea. One-stop shopping for employees and for jobs. And WorkSource is a new organization, and I know you're going to have a home of your own here pretty soon.
Yes, we're very excited about that. We'll be moving into the old base on Park now. It was called Building 104. It was a finance building. It now becomes the home of the WorkSource system and the WorkSource Center.
And those partners will be available in that facility.
In that facility. That facility is going to be, as far as I'm concerned, we finally moved into 21st century. We're looking at a couple computer labs. We're looking at a full resource room where if you're looking for work, you come in, you get onto our computer system. You can see what's available locally, statewide, or nationwide. You'll be able to put a resume together. There'll be fax machines there so you can fax your resume. There are phones going to be hooked up, so if you need to call and talk to an employer, you can do that. If you don't have a phone of your own at home, we're going to make it available for you so that we can get you back to work. We're going to have people from the Department of Social Service there in case, for instance, you need help with car insurance or something. We're going to make it as convenient and as easy accessible as possible for everyone. We're going to have areas just for business coming in, so that, for instance, right now we're working with Lowe's. They're using the One WorkSource system to find employees for their new store, and we're going to make it available and easy to do for everyone. And we have a lot of partners. I'm not done talking yet. We have a lot of partners. We even have private employment agencies. The Chamber of Commerce is a major partner and a starter with us. The Clinton County Employment and Training Agencies. And this is a 4-county consortium. We're talking Clinton, Essex, Franklin, Hamilton County with the One WorkSource. We have our offices up and running now in Malone, New York at 158 Finney Boulevard, and we have our office up and running in Elizabethtown on Church Street. So it's exciting times, changing times.
That's great, and I'm really glad to see that it's all coming together. I know everyone's worked really hard to get it there, and you also work with the colleges, right? With
yes.
And the schools.
Yeah, we're partners with the colleges and CVTech, Clinton Community College, SUNY. We're putting in computer labs that CVTech and Clinton Community College will be using to train people in computer programming. We're having large conference rooms so that if there is a major need for training, we're going to bring in people to do the training. We're going to try to make everything in one area, so as a business or as an applicant looking for work, all you have to do is stop at the One WorkSource Center, and we're going to do everything we can to get you back to work or get you the right employees.
All you have to do is remember one name, one WorkSource. Now, I understand that you are an alumni of a local college.
Yes, I'm an alumni of a couple colleges locally, Clinton Community College as well as SUNY Plattsburgh.
I was leading up to something there. I understand that you were named the Alumni of the Year at Clinton Community this year.
Yes, that's quite an honor. Took me by surprise. Great honor to be that. I think Clinton Community College is a wonderful start for anyone. I think it's a good resource for this county, and I'm very proud to be their distinguished alumni of the year. I also was very proud. I got to wear a doctorate robe for the first time.
I'm sure you looked great, and you join a long list of other people who have been very successful from our local colleges here in our area. Thank you very much, John. We have with us today Stewarts Shops, and they are here with a large organization that is across the state and across our region. And Angela, could you tell me a little bit about how many stores do you have total?
For the entire company, we have 306 stores. Locally, in this district, we have 17 shops.
And how many people work for the shops in each place usually?
We have roughly between 8 and 12 employees per shop. We employ in this district roughly 225 people.
225 people. And there's a convenience stores, and you have gas stations, and an organization that has been very progressive in getting out into these kinds of events like this job fair today. And thank you for coming, and I hope that you can find some employees. Now, what kind of employees are you looking for today?
We are looking for a variety of positions. We're looking for people to work in individual shops as associates. We're looking for managers. We're looking for manager trainees and district staff people, auditing functions, training programs. So we're looking for a variety of positions.
If a person was looking for an assistant manager job, what skills would they need to have?
Obviously, we want to be able to work with people. We do hiring, scheduling, training people, customer service, things of that nature.
Great. Well, this company has been with ice cream, and that's what I remember, is going and getting the ice cream at Stewart's, and I always like to see whatever new flavor you have. But I know you have a lot of other things that are going on in your company. Sure. Do you have some other products that you specialize in?
Well, we make our own milk. We process our own milk at our own plant in Saratoga. So we have milk, a dairy product line. We do gas as well, grocery items, and obviously our ice cream, both ice cream cones and half gallons, which we make right at our own plant.
That's great. Yes. And in this heat, we need to know about that. That's right. That's right. I might have melted here. Thank you very much, Angela. One of the 31 companies represented today is CVPH, Champlain Valley Physicians Hospital Medical Center, and that is one of the largest organizations in our area. And I have with us Mary Beth Engelbride, who's going to talk to us a little bit about CVPH and what you have here.
CVPH is celebrating 75 years at 75 Beekman Street this year. We're very excited about it, sponsoring some special events. We are the largest employer in the Clinton County area with over 1,800 employees. And one of the cool things about the hospital is that we are a self-sufficient organization. We do everything from food in the cafeteria to hospital patient care. We do our own house cleaning, our own linens, everything from soup to nuts.
So you have a lot of different kinds of jobs at your organization. Could you tell me a little bit about some of those jobs that are in your organization?
Sure. We have some clerical positions that we're hiring for right now. We also have some computer positions we're hiring for now, our own computer department that keeps everything updated throughout the hospital. We are looking for nurse aides, LPNs, RNs, everything from direct patient care to people who work behind the scenes and don't directly affect patients, but in the bigger picture really work well within the hospital.
I think that a lot of people may think that the only kind of jobs that you have are those that are directly related to the medical fields, like nurses. And yes, you do need nurses, and I know there is a shortage of nurses nationwide right now, but computer technicians are not something that you'd think about needing at a hospital, and that's a large number of positions at your facility.
Right. For example, in computing services, you do everything from the database that houses all the information about the employees that physically work there, as well as all the patient information when you call the hospital and ask about Jane Doe and wonder where she is. They keep those databases updated, as well as all the interconnecting networks that go on. So it's interesting because it's not just a nurse at the bedside. It's unit clerks on the floors, it's environmental service workers, it's food service workers, people that come into your room and deliver your lunch or dinner, to people that work in human resources that don't have direct patient care but that are there to try to help fill the positions with the most qualified employees.
If I wanted to be a nurse at your facility, what kind of certifications and what kind of education would I need to do that?
Well, we have a couple of programs that we do. We can work with you if you are not currently a nurse and are interested. Clinton Community College and Plattsburgh State University, as well as SUNY Canton and North Country Community College are four of the schools that we use a lot. And we work with current employees if they're interested in going back to nursing school. We have a couple of programs where we can help pay for tuition, books, and fees, as well as if you're not interested in being an employee while you go to school, we have a scholarship program that will help pay for those things, and then you'll make a commitment to work for us afterwards. We hire associate degree nurses as well as bachelor degree nurses. We also run programs for nurse aides to be certified, as well as just to be a nurse aide within the hospital itself.
So there's a lot of support services in the community and in your organization, and the organizations working together, Champlain Valley Physicians Hospital is an asset to our area, and having this large regional hospital really helps all those when we're doing our job and trying to get jobs to the area, to have that hospital here, and the colleges support your organization. And we're glad to have you here today, and I wish you luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
One of the companies here looking for qualified people is Weber International, a plastics company that's been around for a long time. And we have with us Judy Lefebvre. And how long has Weber been here?
Weber International itself has only been here about 2.5 years under this company name. Mr. Weber was originally involved with Westra and then CCL, was out of business for a period of time and then came back involved with it with Dual Pack Plastics and now Weber International. So there's a lot of experience that goes with Weber International.
And what kind of products is it that you make? You make plastics. What kind of plastics?
We make plastic bottles. We make and decorate plastic bottles, doing screen printing, labeling, a variety of plastic bottles from very small, 15 mLs, up through 500 mLs, which are very large. We do in ounces as well as in the metric.
What are some of the companies that your bottles are used for? If I went into the grocery store, would I find some of your bottles?
Certainly. Johnson & Johnson, Revlon, Avon, that a couple of Blistex that comes to my mind, a little purple Blistex tube, and I don't happen to have one with me today.
Oh, I have one in my purse. We could use that. Judy, could you tell me a little bit about the kinds of jobs that you have available at Weber, not just today, but what kind of jobs and careers are at your company?
We have a variety of jobs starting from entry level that talks about packing those plastic bottles, visually inspecting them, make sure there's no holes in them, make sure that they have come off the machine correctly, putting it in a box, putting that box, sealing that box up with a label, putting it on a pallet, to technical positions which include shift supervisors and machine maintenance people who actually keep those machines running, keeping them programmed correctly. In decorating department, we're talking about changing screens, we're talking about everything from making it nuts and bolts the whole way through. We also have shipper-receiver positions occasionally, material mixers, which are actually, it's not what most people would consider a technical, but it is very important because they have to mix the dyes correctly with the resins to get the proper colors.
It's a recipe that you follow.
Exactly. It really is.
We've been talking to a number of people today, and I think that you can see that there are a lot of jobs available in some of these organizations that are not what you thought would be available. When you think of a plastics facility or a manufacturing facility, you might only think about those jobs that actually make the product. But from what you're telling us, there are a lot of jobs that aren't anywhere near the assembly line and that require some technical skills.
Yes.
Could you tell me a little bit about, let's say, the human resource position? Your job? What qualifications do you need to be a human resource professional?
Actually, because of that we work in a small company, this one, my human resources job is tied in with another of other technical and bookkeeping assignments. But as far as human resources, you have to have basically an ability to get along with people, to be able to understand people, also to be able to weed out the actual facts from what they would like you to be able to be, and also be able to see through people who are nervous and be able to look at and know that if I listen and I talk a little more, I'm going to find out this person really has the ability to do a good job. They're just nervous.
You bring up another good point, and that's that a lot of jobs are not just one job. Your human resource job is not unusual, I don't think, in this community, and that there are other responsibilities that you bear as well. And I thank you very much for talking to us and for enlightening us a little bit about Weber International and jobs available. Thank you. We have with us at the job fair today Webtech Corporation, and the Webtech is located on the base, the Plattsburgh Air Force Base, and they make some door closers and some air conditioning units. And could you tell us a little bit, Joe, about what it is that you actually make and what those products go into?
Yes, ma'am. Currently we make heating, ventilation, and air conditioning units for passenger transit rail cars, of which Bombardier, Kawasaki, and several other car builders. We also build and manufacture the door operating systems for opening and closing the door systems. We currently we're talking about going into the frame fabrication portion of it, where we will assemble and build our own framework and then assemble the HVAC unit and the door operators to sell as a package.
I've been in your facility and seen those HVAC units, and some of them are huge. It must be challenging to make those kinds of products.
Yes, ma'am. It takes about 10 people right now per line to build the products. It averages from 4 to 6 days from beginning of the assembly process till a final product is finished.
Great. And how many people do you have at this facility?
Currently, with administrative staff, we have 80 people, but we just signed a couple contracts, and we're looking at expanding with an additional 105 people.
Wow, so that's great. You get a couple of the contracts, and you really put a lot of people to work here in the area. We're glad to see that. Now, you're a division of a company that probably people have heard of. What company is it that you, Stone Air, are a division of?
We're a division of Webtech, which was known as Westinghouse Air Brake Technologies. Everyone knows the name Westinghouse.
Yes, that's the one I was looking for. Westinghouse is a company that's been around for a long, long time, couple hundred years, I think, just about. I appreciate your talking to us today and letting us know about the opportunities that are available at your company. Thank you
very much.
Imperial Optical is a company that's been here for 11 years now. Time sure flies. And I have with me Christine Boulay, who is with Imperial Optical. And Christine, what is it that Imperial Optical makes?
We are a wholesaler for contact lenses. We distribute to the wholesale industry. One of our customers is like 1-800-CONTACTS. We sell to the doctors, the ophthalmologists, the practitioners. We do not sell to the general public. So we're a quiet company in that aspect because the general public doesn't know about us.
And where is it that you're located?
We are located in Rouse's Point, up in the PowerTex building.
Ah, you know, I think that's true of a lot of the companies that we have in this area. It's amazing the products that are made here that we don't even know about. Contact lenses that are shipped all over the country and all over the world. And why did you come today? What kind of jobs is it that you're looking for at your company?
We are looking for customer service clerks, warehouse clerks, and an accounts payable, accounts receivable clerk.
Ah, and if I was going to apply for an accounts payable, accounts receivable job, what kind of skills would I need?
We are looking for someone who has probably about 2 years of experience in the business office, doing payables, receivables, or even entry level. We're growing, so all the positions we're looking for today are new positions.
Well, it's good to see that the companies are growing. We found that amongst a lot of the companies today that things are growing here in Plattsburgh, and that's a good thing to hear.
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much, Christine, for your time.
Thank you.
I have with me here a company that is a quiet company, been here for quite a long time, but it's a company that has been making a product here for, what, 20 years?
20 years.
20 years.
We've been here 20 years.
And what is it that you make at Campbell Fire?
We make snowmobile tracks, and along with industrial tracks, agricultural tracks, but we in this plant here, we do basically the snow machines.
And you make the tracks for almost all of the manufacturers of snowmobiles in the world, don't you?
Right. We make 85% of all the tracks. There's only 4 machines left now. We make 85% of the tracks.
So you can make them really fast.
Right.
Yes.
Definitely. Production is fast back there.
Yeah. So what kind of jobs is it that you have at Camoplast that you're looking for today?
At this point, we're looking for production, and it's basically production.
And so a production worker at your facility would be actually making those great big huge tracks that go on those snowmobiles, right?
Yes, they would.
Yes.
There's different machines that make different parts, or they make the belts themselves.
And what kind of skills does a person need to do that kind of job?
They need to be able to work production because it is production, and they need to be able to lift 50 to 75 pounds because they're moving around the tracks. Read a spec sheet.
I've seen your quality control sheets, and I think that quality is a very important part of your organization. And it seems that you keep real good track of the quality of your products. Is that something that is of stress to you?
Yes, they really push for the best, and everybody to be able to check what they can do. We're really looking for people that want to be proud of what they've done.
And that's how you get an 85% market share of your product line. Thank you very much for talking to us. ARC is an organization that I think a lot of people don't know has been here for quite a long time, and the size of your organization and how many people you serve. And ARC stands for Advocacy Resource Center, which is a name that you've not had for a really long time.
No, we changed our name in 1996. We were before that called the Association for Retarded Citizens, and people just had a little bit of a negative connotation that went along with that. So what we truly do for people is we advocate and we provide resources for people with developmental disabilities. So we decided to change our name that would represent the true things that we do.
And Laura, how many people do you have working for your organization right now?
Presently, we have 450 employees, which comprise full-time employees, part-time employees, and on-call or relief type employees.
And I have also with me today Eval. And Eval, I understand that you're going to be expanding your organization.
Yes, we are. We're opening up 2 residential homes in the area. And that brings our total number of residences in the area to about 18.
And how many people do you serve totally with your organization?
We serve approximately 600 to 700 adults, mainly adults with developmental disabilities.
And these are people in Clinton County?
Yes, all in Clinton County.
All in Clinton County. That's a large number of people that you're serving. And I know you have a number of different kinds of jobs. Could you tell me about just a little bit about some of the jobs that you're looking for today?
Sure. We have, because we provide residential services for the developmentally disabled individuals, we have a need for residence counselors who work with the individuals in our homes, providing care, direct care, planning recreational activities for them, and helping them through the day with daily living activities. We also have home care workers who go out into the community with our folks. They take them out of their homes maybe once a week, once every couple of weeks, and do recreational activities with them out in the community. It helps with socialization and with community integration.
It sounds like rewarding work. So, Laura, could you tell me a little bit about the skills that might be necessary for, let's say, a residential counselor?
What we look for in a residential counselor, obviously the basic requirements that we have are a high school diploma, a New York State driver's license, and some previous experience in our field. If people don't have direct experience as a nurse's aide, experience as a home health care provider, those types of experiences we take as well. You also look for someone who can work with people with disabilities. You have to be a caring person. You have to be someone who, just gets along well with people. We also provide a significant amount of training. We don't put anyone in a position they don't feel they're appropriate for. Our training takes up to about 100 hours of classroom and hands-on types of training that you have to go through. Everything from CPR training to first aid to back safety, orientation, tours of the agency, all those types of things.
Well, a number of the people that we've talked to today have talked about the training that's provided by the organization, and your organization does a lot of that kind of training as well. And I don't think people realize how much on-the-job training is done at the facility in order to raise the skills and help the people to do a good job and be a success in their
right.
in
and
their
it
new
is
job.
also, just to add in, it is a paid training as well. You are paid while you're in a training status.
Great. Well, thank you very much for talking to us. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Well, it looks like we're out of time, and we didn't even get to talk to all the companies that are here, but we do have 31 companies, and we will be doing another job fair, and we'll try and get to them at that time. This job fair seems to be a real success. We have a lot of people here that are looking for jobs, and a lot of people here who have jobs to give. So we're happy to be able to bring this program to them. This program is an offshoot of some other services that we have to help people and jobs get matched together. We have a program called the Upshop.org. And this is an online resume bank and job searching tool that can be used at no charge to help people find a job. They can load their resume onto the internet and employers can see it, and if they have a job that is available that matches their skills, they may be able to get an interview and talk to that company. Employers can list their jobs and let people know what kinds of careers and opportunities are available with their organization. This is a program that's been running for about 2 years and expands all the time. This program is about to end here, and we're happy to have been able to bring this to you. This is an episode of North Country Commerce, and thank you for coming.